I go, where's the bed? He goes, in the dog shit room. And I was like,
What?
which one's?
Did he physically say in the
He
dog
said,
shit
the
room?
bed's in the dog shit room.
This poor dog.
And I was like, what?
What do
Mate, not to be rude, but all these rooms have dog shits in them.
Does anyone have cyanide?
Speaking of sexual offenders. Not every time. I've just shit myself. I was ready for that. I was ready for the ending, right? Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're listening to this episode of the podcast later on down the line, we're in the middle. Not in the middle. We're so not even fucking close to the middle. We're in the first quarter of a 24-hour stream raising money for Child's Play.
Children's hospitals around the world.
If you're actually listening to this podcast for the first time and you're like, oh, I didn't know they did that, it's too late. You can't donate now. But
how do I do it?
We probably smashed the goal. It's
Wait,
easy.
we're in the podcast now. What about the
Podcast.
intro and the...
There's different. It's
I
different.
can't do a podcast without my headphones.
Would you like some headphones on?
It's the only, I don't know how to do it any other way.
You never wear your headphones.
What?
Ben notoriously never wears headphones.
Every time.
So we're in the first quarter of a 24-hour stream.
Broadcaster.
And we're doing a live podcast.
Oi, big boy.
Oh my God.
We just made some money.
It just occurred to me.
Bye, bitch. Fuck you.
Those are going to be
Fat.
in the podcast.
It's your
But
funeral.
they're in the last
True.
podcast.
If you hear sounds, it's from the alerts that's
That
being
doesn't
played by the
matter.
community. Mike Hunt Itchy, thank you for the $6. Oh my God. How you feel? How's it? But
I
Ben,
put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. And it's 24 hours later and
Wait
I
for
ain't
the-
seen none of them.
Dicks! Ben,
It's my favourite.
Ben has joined us for this episode of Mentally Illegal. Well, you know Ben from the GMat podcast.
From the GMat podcast.
You know, I was
He's
trying to
jumped
do a
across-
bit.
He's jumped across.
He's jumped
to
across.
the better show.
He's well, apparently not.
Apparently not.
Did I tell you about that when I went to?
Oh yeah, yeah, you did.
What? When I went to
We got a
Ben's
bone to pick with you.
with Ben. No, Ben didn't do anything.
No, no.
Oh, okay, good. I'm like, I didn't just say that. Ben, I didn't say that.
Interesting.
Ben,
No,
I
this will all come
swear.
out later.
We
Hour 23, I reckon you'll spill your guts.
yeah.
I
The next day on stream, I was like, this fucking asshole. All he did was talk
Yeah,
shit
I
about the
know.
new podcast. And then Ben being Ben,
What?
you know, you obviously didn't mean it, but you were just sitting there going like, yeah, that's crazy. Maybe it isn't as good.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's making a lot of good points.
Yeah, just to rile at this very, very drunk person. Yeah, so we're going to do a Q&A after we chat for a little while.
Yeah.
Let's check in and see how we're feeling. Let's start from the left. Ben, how are you feeling?
What?
From,
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I had that anchovy. I'm going now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pinging.
Is
yeah.
it in your teeth?
No, I'm not. You mentioned that, so I was like,
Yeah.
I
Learned that the
didn't
hard way.
really chew it at all.
Joe the Bro says I miss Deeply Closeted.
Deeply
Yeah,
closeted.
look. And I
was
appreciate
Deeply
one of
Closeted?
my two people who actually came and watched what I was doing. When I have more time, I'll probably reset it up and work out what I'm actually going to do on there.
Yeah.
But it was to see if I could get a good setup going,
And you could.
which I
It's
did.
fun.
And now I've got to work out how to fit it in with my life and actually what I'm going to do on there that isn't. Because you do the gaming thing, and I'm not really, like, I'm very, very casual at this point. I was more serious in my younger years, but I don't think I have the video game athleticism that I used to have.
What Ben's referring
Endurance.
to, by the way, is he started a Twitch channel called Deeply Closeted,
Yes, thank you.
where
man.
he streamed from inside his closet,
Ah.
and it was quite funny. His setup was very pretty.
Yeah,
I liked your setup
not bad for a wardrobe.
for an old timer.
And Joe the Bro was good and showed up. And that was good. There
Very
was like
good.
3 people who consistently showed up. But, you know, that's how you build a brand. You guys wouldn't
That's
be aware
right.
of this.
You got to
but you start from the bottom.
Start from the bottom.
Yeah,
Work
no
your way
idea.
Just start putting all the hidden links in the chat to drag them over.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to spam. I'm going to get a spam bot.
It's going to be a bot.
How long we got you for today, Ben?
At least another 40 minutes.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
We got Ben till later, and then he'll come back in the morning as well. Because
So he says.
he's a pussy and absolutely refuses to stay up.
He's
I'm just
a
not
James
gonna-
Corden, if you will.
A real fat pussy.
I'm glad that made it to air.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just don't think I could be around the two of you for more than 8 hours.
That's
We
fair
were
enough.
really like, there was a point last night where I started actually like it was still like fun, but I was like being mean to Sienna
When was this?
last night when we were like
Yeah,
getting to the
checks
end of
out.
setting up, and I realized we are just getting closer and closer and closer to 1:30 a.m. Which I was
Well,
like,
you started when I was like, when can I come back to help? And he goes, leave me alone. That's what he texted me. Leave me alone. He said, I'm editing. And then I came back like a couple of hours later. I was like, can I clean something? He's like, I guess I can find something for you to do.
So the problem is usually people will be like, oh, I'm sorry for you, or like chill out when he's spiraling. But you're such a nonna that you're going to be like, what can I do? What can I do? And then you just become his punching bag.
Yes, yes. That is-
she really is the GMat to my Ben.
yeah.
He's
but
like, what happened? What's wrong? What can I do? He's like, I don't know. You fucked everything up. You
Yeah.
fucked it.
I know.
It's ruined. You wouldn't leave me alone,
Sienna,
and now everything's
why
fucked
at
up.
JB Hi-Fi did you not tell me that I needed this cable that we didn't know about?
No, what happened? I'll tell you. Here's one example, Ben, of like where I was possibly in the wrong, but I knew I needed a particular cable. I was looking around the house. I needed a cable,
Oh, yeah.
and Sienna was like, "Can I help?" And I said no because I knew that it would be more trouble explaining to her what I needed and having her look through it. So I was like, "I'll take care
Is
of it."
this it? Is this it? That's an extension cord.
Yeah.
Is this it? That's an HDMI cable. Did I say HDMI cable? Do you know?
And then after a while, I was like, I'm gonna have to go and buy one. And she's like, what is it? And she'd wore me down enough that I was like, what I need is an extender, USB-A to USB-C. That's what I need. And so she took the time very kindly to get online and try and
yeah.
shop for one. And
Matt, I'm going to go JB Hi-Fi. I'm going to get your ABC cable. I'm going to be right back.
and what I
One
needed,
that's got the whole alphabet on it.
Yeah.
I also said that I needed one that was at least 5 meters. That was the extension that we needed to get the mixer into the PC. Said all this, USB-A to USB-C, 5 meters.
Mind you, we're racing the clock because it's now ticked over to 5 p.m. So everything because of the there's no late night shopping because it was a public holiday yesterday.
Yep.
And we're quite stressed. Continue.
So she like takes the time very kindly to Google, and she goes, will this do? Which is the worst thing she could have said. It's not like, is this it? It's like, will this do? And she showed me a USB-A to a 35 millimeter like headphone jack.
The
which is not even
showed me what I was looking for, and when I clicked on the shop, I just quickly flipped my face. Said, "Will this do?"
And it was 2
You go,
meters.
You're a fucking dumb idiot person. Go and kill yourself now.
I don't think
You're
I
not
said-
on the stream
I
tomorrow.
don't
What
think-
do you think this is, Sienna?
I definitely said you're a stupid person. Like I didn't even say like it was just because I was like walking to go and look at something, and she stopped me to look at this, and I
Such
said,
a media
what a
diva.
waste of my fucking time. It's not even close.
This is the thing that I think when like people are kind of harsh on celebrities, but like, you know, like you're a nice person. In real life, you're a nice person. But then like this is what happened to Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
She said, don't look at me to one person one time. And like every time someone comes in the studio, they're not allowed to make eye contact with her.
Yeah, it could be because if that story was explained that someone was trying to help, they showed her a thing and she said, you're a stupid person,
Yeah.
and walked away, that does make me sound like an asshole, which I'm clearly not.
Amber said, I didn't say you were stupid, but I did say kill yourself.
No, other way around. I didn't say kill yourself, but I did say you're stupid. I was like, this is not okay. This was my thought process of being like, what a waste of my time this was. Of like, you show me this.
I'm an
when
important person. I'm walking from here to my bedroom, and you've stopped me.
I already had
mid-walk
an
to show me
idea.
a picture of a thing I don't care about.
I had an idea of what I was going to do, and I had to stop to go, obviously no. And that's what pissed me.
Obviously,
The other
no.
thing I said
Anyone
was-
with a brain and 2 fucking eyes would know that that is not what I asked for. Get the fuck out of my sight.
Yeah.
A headphone
Kick
jack,
me out
then.
the door.
It's a USB-A to USB-C, and she going on with a headphone jack. Like, that's
It's not
so
what
far away from what I...
It's not what the picture was when I clicked
You
on the
keep
website.
saying that, but that
it
can't
was
be
something
true.
else.
It can't be true at all.
The other thing I said when I was washing the dishes was like, oh, can we bring the red bin out to the door so I can put all the rubbish out? And he goes, what a stupid fucking idea.
Well, that I was being funny. I wasn't like really.
You're like, why don't you just walk the fucking rubbish out
we
to
had
the
2
bins?
bags of rubbish, and it's like we
Because
could bring
I
the red
can't
bag.
reach the padlock on the other side of the gate.
But you still have to go out there to get the bin, and
Yes,
in fact,
but
you'd have
my
to do it
hands
4
are gonna
times
be
instead
full.
of just once.
My hands are going to be full, so I was just going to ride the bin up to the door and just
Also,
instead of doing trips back and forth.
The
back
state
and
of your
forth.
relationship where she has to ask to bring the bin in. She didn't just do it and be like, I'm just going to do this and then it'll be done. So, sir, may I please bring the bin in? A fucking what? My personal
She
bin?
wasn't like, may
A
I
bit
bring-
near the house?
She was like, should I? Like, as an idea. I was like, no, obviously that's the worst way to do it. And
If she had just
obviously,
done
you
it rather than
stupid
ask you,
woman.
you would have had
Exactly.
would have had to have this big fucking conversation.
if she'd done it, but she didn't. She asked me, and I gave her my answer.
Are the weirdest fucking cunts in the world.
Well, that's so funny
What
because
makes this so weird, Ben?
when I
Please-
was
where do I
please give us
start?
the outside
You're just
looking
a
in.
weird content couple.
the thing is, when Ben and I lived
so
together, everyone said you guys have the weirdest dynamic ever. Because it was like, why
no,
you?
it's not. It's an older brother, younger brother.
Yeah, but we
And
won't try
whoever
to.
is the older brother or younger brother, is
You
for the
can't
Ivy's
say,
older.
but you can't say that no one has ever been like your dynamic. Yeah, that was driving me crazy too.
Drive me nuts.
What happened?
What happened? You
Oh. Yep, sorry.
fine.
It's
Sorry, Dad.
but, people don't get the dynamic. The brother
I
dynamic.
think our one is makes much more sense. You guys have spent like the last 2 weeks constantly together.
Mm-hmm.
You're both wearing green hoodies right now. It's fucking weird.
Someone in the chat yesterday, we're doing the test stream late last night till like fucking 1:30 in the morning. And someone was like, how long has Sienna and Matt been together for?
Yeah.
And
Great
we're like,
question.
no.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Great.
Ending at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I was
I
like,
cannot wait
No.
to have a big sleep.
you didn't talk about the guy that was talking shit about the podcast.
Oh, look, I already got into it on stream and it made me angry thinking about it. So let's maybe skip that bit.
Don't bring this up. I told you I didn't want to bring it up. Every time in front of my family, you bring this shit up, make me look like a piece of shit.
I keep saying his mum won't answer his phone calls. I said, you just have to get addicted to crack and then she'll answer your phone because she talks on the other.
A hard left turn that took. You know, my
But
brother.
that's it. No,
My brother who
full
suffered
circle-
for 10 years.
the full circle being that, like, stop saying that. You can
Yeah.
say, stop talking about my family.
Call
So
my
she
mum.
just did it again.
Yeah.
Called my mum up yesterday, and I was like, "Why don't you answer your fucking phone?"
You're becoming a real diva, a little content
Yeah.
diva, right? Yeah.
I tried to call her 4 times over the course of as
How
many
dare
days.
she have a life outside of your existence?
No, but like if you call your mum, you expect her to maybe give you a call back at some point. She's like, "You didn't leave a message." I was like, "Yesterday I called you up and you dickheaded my call, fucking hung up while I was calling you." She's like, "Oh, it must have been a pocket dial." I'm like, "Fucking, what's going on? What are you doing? Where you at? How's your life going?"
Probably golfing. Take up
Yeah.
golf. You see her every day.
No, actually, she's in the Blue Mountains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Savvy B in the Blue
So
Mountains.
we went to the Blue Mountains last Wednesday. I'm like, I guess that's
Fair
a good
enough.
excuse.
Got no reception.
Hey,
Can I tell you what happened at the...
why are you coming down so hard on me today, Ben?
it's
Everything
his
I do.
job.
No, I'm not. You two are just fucking weird. So I'm coming down on both of you. The dynamic is what
Just
I'm coming
calling me
Yeah,
a diva and saying I'm mean to my mum.
you just call me. Why don't you answer your phone, you fucking dickhead? Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Tanya, that bitch.
As if
Answer
you've
your
never
phone.
had that phone call with your mum in some context, been like, you fucking dickhead.
I can tell you I've
No.
never done that.
I'm a nice
Yeah,
person, though. Famously nice.
Infamously
Warm.
nice. Someone asked if you're sponsored by Vans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blow up my spot.
Obviously.
Well, I'm not getting any of the money from the
He's a man
donation,
with
so
a
I've got to
van.
make my my money elsewhere with sponsorships.
Sponsors.
Are you worried about people seeing your internet traffic? Wear Vans shoes.
Vans refrigeration.
Vans Shadow Legends. You can get it now on mobile.
Dirty the Savage said, we have really old married couple vibes. What is it like from an outside perspective looking in?
Exactly
Why
what
is
I've
it
been
so
saying.
weird?
Because you guys were... Oh, we were rushing around yesterday and I had to go to JB, but he was like, oh, he wanted his special cable. He had to have his special cable. And I said, is this the cable? And he bloody blew up like he does.
He
So I
deleted-
went, you know how he is.
No,
He's
you
fine.
know how he is. You
Doesn't
know how he
mean-
gets.
He apologised after. He just gets stressed and his tummy was sore. So
Yeah.
I put him down
He was
for a
being
nap.
really brave about that, though. We went to Ben's house and Matt and I sat on 2 chairs facing Ben, and he's like, so what brings you here today? And you... I can't remember what you said. You're like, this fucking, here we go. Yappa, yappa, yappa.
Shanice, your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Shut it, please.
It is
Yeppa,
bizarre. You
yeppa,
sat on the
yeppa,
chairs.
yeppa.
And I can't remember what the conversation was, but so we got into the
It was because
therapy
you were
thing.
tired. We got there and you'd had like 4
No,
hours
but we
sleep.
sat down and you two sat on the chairs and you're like,
He's
oh, we
already-
had to go to the blah blah earlier. And it was like, no, we didn't go there. Yes, we did. We went there first. No, we did because we stopped at blah blah before that. Yeah, that's not. We're not talking. Why are you bringing that up? I'm not talking about when we went there.
Oh,
I'm telling him
every
specifically
time,
this
yeah.
story. Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with you two? Like, so married. It's bizarre. It's
Yeah.
good content.
It's hard not to like have that Remember that we talked about this on the podcast that time that GStream like 2 years ago were organizing stuff and you had a conversation with Sienna where you're like, let's work on these ads together. and let's make this shit. I was like, okay, cool. And then Sienna messages me with like 4 spreadsheets, every idea that could be possibly the thing. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why did I not know this was happening for the stream that I'm in charge of organizing? And then I came to you like, what's going on? And you were like, I said, do you want to make some ads?
That's true.
And instantly she made like so many spreadsheets. So the idea, the dynamic of being like, oh, she's bloody, like it's so easy.
But you know what though?
So easy to slip
Bugalugs
into.
over here is complaining all day yesterday. Why are we so underprepared? I've been asking you since fucking June to start organising GStream, and you wouldn't do it. And now here we are.
I was waiting for the script to be done.
That's true.
We're running around like headless chooks yesterday because you're like, every time I say, can we sit down and talk about GStream? Leave me alone. I don't want to do it right now. That's not how it works, Sienna. I need to just do it.
What it is
But when he says, I need to just do it, it's just, I need to just do it the day before.
it's a flurry. It's a cyclone of retardation. He just grabs random shit off the shelf. This is a prize. This is a prize.
Yep.
This is a prize. I'm going to, from 1 until 2 p.m., I'm going to fart. And then I'm going to do this. And he just writes a list of stuff that's in his scrawled handwriting in a little book.
Yep.
Whereas you're like, okay, so I've got a spreadsheet of every line that we're going to do. So this is the ad. It's going to be line, joke, then line. Then Matt's going to do a joke, sound effect, and then back, like everything's in fucking Excel.
Everything is laid
It's
out.
just polar opposites.
We filmed espresso, and I had espresso back to him the day after.
Here's
it
the
was
thing:
done.
is that this is why it works? Is because you're both bananas, but in polar opposite ways. Like you're Matt, just like this, this frenetic energy of like last minute ADHD. Like, all right, I'm gonna have a pie, and I'm just gonna get it done.
Yeah.
And then you're like, your anxieties are like, you put it off to the last minute and then just do it in a flurry and stress about it, and then it's okay at the end. Like it just works. And you all of your anxiety goes into like 4 weeks of organization and spreadsheets, and everything's got to be catalogued. And we're going to put barcodes on all of the prizes so that we know where everything is.
We need
do
SKU
stock
numbers.
take.
Yeah.
I remember the conversation when you're like, every time you're like, let's sit down and talk about GStream. And this is like 2 months ago. And me being like, I don't want to do it right now. It was literally me being like, I don't want to answer these questions that you're going to ask. Because it would be tiring for me to have to answer questions, which is not the right attitude to have. I should have made that clear. But I'm thinking about having the GStream conversation, being like, oh, I don't want to do that right now.
Also, the problem is that you'll just do a lot of big picture stuff, I think. And be like, and then I'll fill in the gaps with improv and sound effects and burping and content.
I
and
can't
Sienna
handle that.
will be like, and so
I need the
12:50 and a half to 12:51.
And when it strikes that second,
you're like, I don't know, we'll vibe it out.
Yeah.
And that stresses her out. Whereas you cataloging every single second stresses you out.
Yeah. Last night I was like, I asked you about 3 times. I was like, I need to know the first 3 games that we're playing. You need to tell me verbally what the first 3 games are. And I got Crash Bandicoot out of you. And I was like, okay, what are
take a bit of time. And I knew it was taking a bit of time, but I was doing something.
And I was like, what are the first 3 games that we're playing? I need to, and you're like, I don't know, we'll see what the vibe's like. I'm like, just tell me what the first 3 games are going to be so I can get the social media stuff ready.
So do you guys think that we've worked on some stuff that's
we really got
tools to...
it is good. I didn't think about the polar opposites thing either. How I do. Yeah, I like to.
Well, this is why you guys come here and pay me for this. You know, this is my expertise and your expertise.
$150 a session.
Yeah,
but also I know I can I know whether or not I make myself sick. I can get it done. Like what was the video yesterday? I was editing, putting something together, and you're like, wow.
That's so it was really quick. Yeah, it was very quick.
And that's where you guys fall in love again. You see each other's strengths.
We remember the early days.
End of it, you see each other's strengths and remember why.
Yeah, but the one thing that you're like, oh, fuck, I forgot to do this. I'm like,
that was the worst.
Why isn't this why isn't this not in a documented spreadsheet where you can just tick everything off? That's done. I've got to get this cable, this cable, this cable. Why does this room have to be set up the day before?
Now, can I acknowledge one thing?
No, you may not.
Ben, am I allowed? Can I have the floor for a second?
Please.
There was
hold the talking pillow so we know whose turn it is.
If I could, there was a conversation. Oh fucking migraine! Right.
She did that on purpose. I saw it in her eyes.
She always does this. There was a conversation we had yesterday where I said,
"We as in me and you."
Yeah.
Or you two.
No, you and me. Maybe that we're on stream. I can't remember. But about GStream, the last GStream that we did, that I was actually pretty prepared for the day. Like none of us were there till past like 7 p.m. We set up everything. I had the list of things I needed to do because I knew it was going to be hard connecting all the different computers and the cameras. And we got it done. We did a test stream. Everything went well. We said sayonara. Everyone got to go home at a reasonable time. And that was because I knew it was going to be hard. I thought this was going to be easy because we stripped it back to fucking nothing. And then I didn't.
But this ain't nothing.
No,
they can't see what's behind us.
I didn't anticipate the different would also be hard in its own way. I thought it would just be like less.
We are doing less, but this you have no more USB inputs in your computer left because of how many things are plugged into the computer.
And keep in mind, I knew that from when we did that GStream, when we had 4 webcams and 4 computers going through, and I knew I had enough. So I was like, how could I possibly not have enough this time around? We got 3 webcams, 1 computer. It surprised me what things came up.
It's the fact that we had to go to Ben's house 3 times. And every time we're walking out the door, I say to you, do you need anything else?
But this is the problem
from Ben, while we are standing in the front door, ask him what you need. And you're walking down the driveway going, I think I've got everything.
Well, I did answer correctly, though. I did say, I think.
Did you, but Sienna, can you make a list and it's everything that you need is on the list? Because I kind of get what Matt is going through. You make a list and you think that's everything, but then as you're putting it together and plugging shit in, you're like, oh, wait, I don't have this thing. And you couldn't, if you'd sat down and spent an hour making a list, you wouldn't have thought of that thing anyway.
I definitely would have forgotten something.
Yeah.
But I probably would have had it prepared earlier to then allow allotted time to go and collect the things.
But you know we can't.
Not last day.
But you know we can't do
when
that.
the shops are closed.
But you know we can't do that. We can only set things up on the day before.
There's no such thing as can't, Matthew. It is just your negative attitude.
We can't because I couldn't break down my setup.
No, it's because you
we had to set up the day
have
before.
everything
We always
prepared
did.
to
That
go.
wasn't can't.
But you could have done a test setup.
If you had done all the ads and everything was ready beforehand, now not criticizing you, you've done a great job. I'm
all the
just
ads
doing
were
this
done.
for the
Ads were done. Yesterday, ads were done.
Yesterday, the ads were done.
Yeah, but they were done before the day. I mean, but when I woke up yesterday morning, ads were done.
No, they weren't done.
They were done.
Doing an ad last night.
Yeah, I had to putting it in the software.
AM.
Putting it in the software is different.
Incorrect, sir. You were editing the video.
That's true, but that's not an ad. That was me just at 1:30. I went, fuck!
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot to finish the blah, blah, blah.
I've got the talking pillow now.
And you know why I
Dirty
forgot
Savage
to,
said that
I forgot to finish the goodbye song?
She's got the pillow.
I got the pillow.
The
Show your fucking mouth for a second. Just
show your
1
fucking
second.
mouth, please. Please show your fucking mouth.
Show your fucking mouth. Okay, so you stopped doing GMat stuff on Thursday, correct?
Yes.
What's today?
Saturday.
So on Thursday, we could have done the setup if the ads were ready, right? Because then we could have pulled everything apart.
No.
And we could have done the testing.
No.
And we could have done everything if everything was ready to
But
go.
I wasn't. I was still working Thursday and editing and.
If it was all done.
I'm not talking about stream. I'm
by-
talking about my actual job.
Yeah, but if you had done because you were like, oh, I got to finish fucking Mojo shit.
When have I ever set up the stream 2 days before? That wasn't I can't. It was just like we set up the day before because we got time.
We didn't have time.
Well, I didn't anticipate that, did I?
No.
But I'm not going to set up 2 days before. That's fucking ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
Absolutely ludicrous.
Do you bump into a show and set up 2 days before?
Yeah, but you also
Or
don't
do you
have to
a
live in
tech
the
week?
theater the next day.
Yeah, but you can live here and still play PlayStation on the television and all this shit.
Look, of course you can, but I just don't because
Yeah.
I'm like we could set up the day
See,
before.
if it was GStream,
yeah.
it would be set up 3 days before. Yeah. And everything we do an hour, in the afternoon for a test stream, everything's done, and we're not throwing up at 7 o'clock this morning in the shower.
I didn't throw up because I was stressed. I threw up because I thought about a pimple in my throat and how gross that would be.
What a fucking mentalist.
Can I?
You're just thinking things to make yourself throw up. What a
Here's,
creative
I'll tell you what,
mind.
if you want to get a look into my mental illness, because every time I brush my teeth, I have to gag 3 times. I go, and the third one is the one that's almost vomit. I do that every time I brush my teeth, every time I shower. But what I did in the morning was I thought about a pimple in my throat while I was in the shower, and I went, and had a gag. And so then I went to do the 3 brushes, but the third one ended up being the 4th gag, and I vomited.
You got the numbers off.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was supposed to do
No,
3,
the
but I did
OCD
4.
numbers.
Yeah.
Can I pose a scenario to you boys? And I just want to see how you'd react. So I did the grocery shopping the other day at Coles, and I was finished. It was a full, the big trolleys of shopping.
You're an honor, of course, always is. Nipping down the shops for you is
not.
you never do a basket shop, I would imagine.
Never
Try
in my
every time.
life will do a basket shop.
What's your basket over there?
Because you are underprepared. Getting the receipt out of the machine. A homeless person comes up to me while I've got a full mound of shopping, puts his shopping on my register and says, "Can you pay for these? I'm homeless. I've got no money." And it was a big long life milk and a packet of like mee goreng noodles, like the maxi packs things.
What's he getting long life milk for?
And
Where's he storing
What's
it?
got long life?
what
He's
do
homeless.
you-
He doesn't have a fridge.
There is no option where you can say no to a person who has seen you with a full basket of shopping, who says, "I'm homeless. Can you buy me these groceries?"
So yeah, so am I.
I say no.
And they've already put them on your register. Of course I bought him the groceries.
Why?
Because he already put them down on the checkout, my checkout, that I was still there. I can't say, "No, I don't have any money left and I can't buy you these two
You're a soft
things."
target. He got ya.
He did. He got me. But then I was walking by and I was like, but as soon as I scanned them, he didn't even say thank you. He just left.
Yeah, that's what struck me crazy. Like, I get that he's homeless, but like pay for these, I'm homeless. I'd definitely.
But he didn't say thank you when I paid for them.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know what to do because I was like, am I a bad person now that I'm annoyed that I paid for this guy's groceries and
He's scamming. He knows what he's doing.
He's going home to eat his long life milk.
well, he's hasn't got a home apparently.
Yeah,
I was in like a moral conundrum. I didn't know how to feel about the fact that, yes, I did do a good thing. I'm like, maybe God will shine down in favor of me because I did this good thing. But
You don't know
like,
it's a good thing.
huh?
You don't know it's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know it's a good thing. Maybe, I'm feeding into his bad behavior. Maybe I should have said no. But
Maybe he's
that's,
going to lure kids with that long life milk. You
well,
don't know.
what would you do in that situation? So you've got a big basket full of, full of.
So you pay for
groceries.
mine, I'll pay for yours.
Yeah. But he's like, this is what he said to me. "Do you have any money? I'm homeless. Can you pay for these groceries?"
And what'd you say?
I said, "Yeah, sure. Just pop them through." And then I scanned my card and I said, "There you go." And I hand him I pushed them like to the side where the shopping is finished and he took them and left. But he didn't say thank
No,
you.
because you had no utility to him anymore.
Falafel said maybe he's trading that milk for
Obstacle.
crack.
Maybe. What would you do if
Milk
someone
for crack.
if you had a
Milk
he
for
just
crack.
put that onto your register, like at the self-serve thing, he put it not even like where you like stack the groceries to scan, he put it on the scanner.
There's so little margin for you to get out of it. Like he's just all the way up to like not even like
Just got to nip that barcode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I get milk.
Would you like to scan your everyday rewards card?
Oh, can I get flybys? I'm homeless.
Yeah.
Can you use your flybys on my grocery? No, I would have said no.
You would have said no?
Yeah.
Even if you had a full basket of shopping?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what my basket is full. I would have said no. But like, it's like I'm not giving. Like,
I just didn't know how to say anything else, but there was no room for me to say no because of course I've got money if I've just paid for this. It's only two things, yes, but he's already put it on my register and he's standing right next to me waiting for me to buy him the groceries.
it's only just because he was
and there was no one else in the It was like a late night. There was no one else in the checkout.
So the chickens were free. Could have gone to anyone. It's just an asshole's an asshole. And if he went like clunk and said pay for this, that I don't like that.
Okay.
Something about that bothers me.
The moral thing that I'm having is like, yes, I did a good thing, but I'm pissed off that I did that thing because he
It wasn't
didn't
by
say.
your choice.
Yeah, well,
didn't
and
consent.
he didn't. If he said thank you, I would have been like, no, it's okay. But he like took the groceries and walked away, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that kind of sucks.
What you should have said was, "Here, wait, pay for these." You go, you flick him on the nose. You go,
What's the magic word? What's the please?
just really like make him like demoralize him.
He did like look, kind of disheveled.
Yeah, well, of course he's homeless.
But he like just walked off, and he was already drinking the milk down the laneway.
Yeah, what's such an odd thing to be like you want water, but you're like, like, oh fucking, I was
me up.
parched. I haven't done diarrhea in weeks.
What would you do?
Ben is having a
he's having to think about it. Yeah.
I just think about the milk. Like, is he drinking any water? He's going to get a kidney stone. Probably need to get him like a Powerade or something.
Well, the milk was going to be cheaper than the Powerade.
So you didn't get him a Powerade?
No, I didn't.
Such a terrible person.
Yeah, I know. If you had a whole basket of shopping and he clunked it, you haven't even pulled the receipt out of the machine yet. You are waiting for it to print out. So you are kind of stuck there, just waiting
What
for
do you
this.
need the receipt for? You're going to return some chicken fillets?
No, I just take the receipt's coming. I just take the receipt.
Okay.
She does keep receipts. The guy had receipts on my bench just said before she threw them out. She asked me if I needed them.
I'm
And
responsible.
apparently it's just my mum was the last person to ever ask me if I needed a receipt. I just don't keep receipts. I know I should.
Too long. I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, I feel like you and I are the same, and like I'd rather just lose the $100 than return whatever shitty thing I bought.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in and deal with that.
DG Bug, he said, he said, do you have money? I'm homeless. Can you pay for my groceries? Which is assuming that he just has no money. So I wasn't being like, yeah, are you sure you have money?
I get the
Chloe said he's put you in a situation to trap you on purpose, and I too would have fallen for it.
I get the like the feeling uncomfortable. Like I've gone in and there's those people in the bench at the front like donate to the blah blah blah, and I'm like sorry, and they
So
go
have
and
you
you buy
got time? It's just a super quick donation to the Red Cross.
Never is.
and you get a full
don't
thing
have
of
money.
groceries, and you come out and they're like, you bought all that.
Yeah, I
for
spent all this
yourself.
money on food.
Yeah, I'm like, they need food, shelter, fuel. These are
I
things
need
I need.
LCMs. Go kill yourself.
Yeah, look at the bag. Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
What would you do?
I don't know. I just say no.
You say no? Like
Yeah.
just no and wheel the trolley away.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys are big balls.
I don't think it's that bad. And depending on the situation, like the instant reaction of someone going, cool, so I might have like thrown him off to the ground, which
Swiped him off.
which is
That's naughty.
but I would have felt bad about that. I would have been like, I probably didn't need to chuck his shit on the ground, but he's popped it on.
It's not his shit. It's the supermarket shit. He hasn't paid for anything.
True.
I'm just mad that he didn't say thank you, and I may have been
I
like,
get that.
excuse
That's fair
me.
enough.
It would have been a nice touch to be like,
I would have, you know what? I probably would have even brought it up if he said thank you. Like if he said, thank you so much, really appreciate it. But he took I pushed the items to the edge, he took them off and just walked straight out. Like it's just a normal day at the office for him.
If it
Well,
was
that is probably standard operating procedure. You just find some little nonna who's like, easy target.
Yeah, look
They
at
won't
this
say
sweet little
no.
lady with
Yeah.
her stupid backpack on. I did have my stupid backpack on.
If it was the end of the day, like you said, and the registers were all empty, and someone, a homeless person approached me and said, "Look, this is like whatever. Like this is really embarrassing. I really need like," and just said like, "Would you be able to help me out?" Then I probably would have been like, "Yeah, sure."
And then what happens if they put a carton of cigarettes and just a pack of condoms on the thing?
Okay, do you need
With
this?
a
Do you
big
need this?
cucumber.
No, but you said you had the milk, and like you'd be like, "Well, all right, you can have your milk and whatever the other thing was."
Yeah, it was just a packet. Like it was $5,
Oh.
which is fine. Like it is fine if you are doing a good thing. Like I thought I was doing a good thing. I'm just annoyed that I did the good thing because he didn't say thank you.
Yeah.
Like it's the same when people are merging on the free. They don't give you the hand.
It's almost exactly the same thing. Yeah.
It's like, well, I just wish you'd crash your car now.
It's like
Honestly,
the instant
wish
switch.
You
the
would
instant switch.
crash your car.
To be like, yeah, I'll help you out, and they walks away, and you're like, I'm glad you're homeless.
I think if he'd asked first, I might have done it. If he put it on there the way he did
Yeah,
with you,
sorry, do
I
you have
definitely
any-
wouldn't have done it. He's like, I've got this bread and I've got this milk, whatever the fuck he had. I'd be like, that's pretty fucking legit food, fair enough.
Yeah.
I might have.
So, but it's
But then
saying
him
he's
plonking it down, they'd be like, no, fuck off. You didn't even ask.
yeah, okay.
And then the thank you would have been like, I probably would have chased him down for a thank you. Because if he just took and walked away, I would have got my trolley and followed him and be like, you're welcome. Hey, excuse me, you're welcome. You're welcome. And then I could probably get away with it. You might not be able to, but if he didn't thank me, I would have just
He was a
taken
lot
back
bigger
off
than
him.
I was.
Yeah.
I was by myself at night.
I would have, if he didn't thank me after I had passively aggressively said, no worries, then I would have taken him off him and thrown him in the gutter.
Empty the milk out in front of him. Just wait till it's empty.
Empty the milk into the bag of bread and give it back.
Yeah.
Dylan,
Yeah, there you go.
going like toe to toe with, not toe to toe, but like being confronted with that situation, and you always act like the weirdest
Version of
version of
yourself.
yourself, where you're like, I feel like I'm supposed, like I want to say no, but that doesn't feel right within my soul.
Can you tell Ben about the
Homeless guy
guide
and
dogs?
Shep?
No,
Oh.
the girls when I was sick. The guy.
Wait, I told you about this. Ben. I think I said this on the podcast. I can't remember. When I went to Shep, I had breakfast with my parents, my brother and my mum in the morning, and I was supposed to be meeting up with Jules. You remember Jules from uni? And I had to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But then she was running late, and I had to kill an hour. So I just sort of hung around the mall, ran into these bitches that I went to school with. And there was a homeless guy.
They didn't realize that you'd become a rapper, so that was fun.
I'm big G money, you know that?
Ran into these bitches.
Thanks, Chloe.
There was a homeless guy. I actually dealt with two, like one person who was like, it doesn't matter. Homeless guy sitting out front of the Telstra Tower in Shepparton, which there's just not a lot of homeless people in Shepparton, but he was asleep and I was going to get
the
food.
5G tower.
Yeah.
All the kids be hanging out there these days.
He was sleeping there. So
Is he skateboarding? What was going on?
No, he was asleep. I went to the cafe that I liked there and I got him a cappuccino, a toasty and a bottle of water. And he was asleep. So I like just put it next to him and like walked away. And then I went, because he might not wake up for a few hours and then the shit will be cold. And I didn't want to like go over and be like, hey. I did the weirdest thing.
Wakey, hand off snaky.
Wakey, eggs and bakey.
I did the weirdest thing, which I didn't realize was weird until the way your brain acts, I didn't realize until I was in it that it was weird. Where I just stood behind him and I threw a stick. Not at him.
Good.
Not at him, but I threw it at this tree that was near him to try and get it to make some noise. And then I saw myself doing that and I went, no. And then I just went, I walked away. I was uncomfortable.
That's really funny.
latte. What's that over there?
Yeah.
Frank, Bob, Steve, Kevin, Bill,
Yeah.
Ron, Brad,
Ellen?
Jared.
Good morning.
That made me that was stupid. Sorry, the girls at the front.
Just the attitude.
You wake up.
Me-
What was
the
that?
attitude.
He saved me from a very uncomfortable situation. And
This guy?
This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was also in that when they're asking for charity, I'm like, well, I don't have it in me to tell you to fuck off. Continue.
Sienna says she's
I've-
unbelievably sick. This is when she had like she was right in the flu. And she's like, every time I talk, I'm gagging. That's how sick
Think
I
about a
am.
pimple in your throat.
big time.
But she said, I've got a telehealth. She texted me like, I've got a telehealth appointment. Can you come do the talking on the telehealth phone? Cool.
Telehealth is it always sounds so like Klondike 5.
Yeah.
Telehealth.
Yeah.
Hello, this is telehealth.
This is patient 0.
Telehealth, get me 1 for dingle blah blah blah.
Welcome to telehealth on the electric telephone. Yeah, go on.
I was
So
like,
anyway, she's going to gag on the pimple in her throat.
I'm on
And
stream.
you're on telehealth.
I'm on stream. I finished at this time. Scheduled for then. I'll come over and do it. And I finished bang on time. I went out the front. I said, meet me at the front because I don't want to get sick. We'll sit out in the front area and do it.
Just two old people out on the porch.
On the porch.
This is my wife. She's very sick.
And she's so sick she can't argue with me, so
Yeah.
we win.
If you could have a medication to keep this sickness go forever.
How to get her in the ground quicker.
So I worked at the front and she's out the front. I could hear voices when I got out. And I'm like, that's weird. And there's these two schoolgirls, like VCE level schoolgirls, talking to her at the front. And they're like, but it's something about the guide dogs, like doing donations for
Seeing
guide
my
The
dogs.
voice of them, but had no words from them. So they were like,
Sorry, I stopped halfway through the sentence to explain what they were doing.
so they were like, blah 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 blah.
That's all that was. It was
Well,
just
that's all I heard. I
whoosh,
didn't really hear.
whoosh, whoosh.
And I could
Yeah.
see Sienna like
I had a mask on, but I was like slumped over
dying.
the fence like this.
with a mask on, and I was like, I'm so sorry, girls. Like, she's too nice to say anything. She's really, really sick. I was like, is there any chance you could come back tomorrow or like something like that? And the girl who was like, she was in like a squat patting the dog,
Murphy Lulu,
Murphy
right there.
Lulu, and she goes, we're not here tomorrow. Literally, just like that.
We only have one date today.
And the switch over was like,
Yeah.
I got,
You're
I
like,
was
okay,
like,
fuck
fuck
off.
off then.
Yeah.
And then we went into it with the telehealth.
That's
I don't like that story as much.
That's great.
Nah, because remember that time? Nah, I won't bring that up.
It was just like this is not
What
the
is it?
time.
Now I'm curious.
Well, at the time that we that's the thing about we went to laser tag and we were like
kids!
we're having it like
Get the old people.
like that
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
and then we told that story, and then a friend of ours came to a party and was like, "Is that funny? Do you guys think that's funny?" To like,
What's funny?
yeah, I thought it was funny, but
They weren't even there.
I know their
They don't know
reaction.
the dynamic.
Their reaction was like that could really be like a devastating effect on their future. Like they could think back to that older guy.
Was the person who said that a bit of a loser?
The person who said it doesn't like us anymore.
Yeah, well, fair.
Okay.
That's
So
right.
that was the vibe was like like you're an older person, you should have been more responsive. I'm like, it was fun in the context.
It'll give them some perspective. If they're
And it was also like
we decimated.
we were
those
on.
little
We had a
twats.
banter going with them. It wasn't
100%,
like we weren't making and maybe when we told it on the podcast, we were like a bit more
We're
like
picking them off,
like bullying, but
fish in a barrel.
There was a banter, and they were enjoying like get the old people and all that sort of stuff.
There was 4 teams, and 3 teams joined together in a massive huddle, going, "Get the old people!" So it was like 2 separate parties joining into one.
Yeah, fighting each other. Like and it was fun. I never thought like that was a real like foreshadowing.
Yeah, but some people have shit opinions with not all the information sometimes.
Sometimes they don't have all the information. That's something to take away.
That was fun. Like we were like,
Sometimes we're
I
making.
feel like we told the story accurately, and
Yeah, but I don't
for some
know.
reason that didn't come across as
Because when you go into something and watch it with an intention in your mind of how you think this person is, then you're gonna listen to everything they
they
say
knew
through
you
that.
weren't bullying them. Like the kids knew you weren't bullying. They'd be like, "What the fuck you gonna do about it?" Like just this huge guy, like who's in the fucking strapped up laser tag thing, walking up to 12-year-olds, going, "What the fuck are you gonna do about it?"
yeah,
I think they'd already created in their mind a scenario, and so then everything we said they pushed through
the
that
lens.
lens, which is what happened later on. Let's talk about something else.
have I got the Barbie hat to give away?
I think so.
Yeah.
I've got to go find it.
Shall we start the Q&A?
Yeah, fine.
So on the podcast questions section of the Discord, or if you message me privately on Instagram, we'll go through some questions. Hopefully I can convert these into like a 3-way sort of situation. We're just waiting on the Barbie hat, folks. Huh?
I don't know where that is, but I've got it. It's somewhere. I'll find it.
We'll find it. Mystery hat.
We're gonna do a giveaway.
We've only got 18 hours to find it, Matt. Come on.
We should fucking done a couple. No, we could. All right, sorry.
So
Are we okay?
we're fine.
Okay,
We've
sorry.
never been better.
We were just we got really into like arguing. I'm like,
Do you know I'm only doing it for the
Yeah, I
the
know.
bits,
He was
right?
riling us up.
Do you think I'd be here if I didn't enjoy your company? I said yesterday very quietly on the stream, I was like,
Matt's one of my best friends forever. The best friends forever. Oh, look, a strawberry.
Ben, are we okay?
Fucking talk to me.
yeah.
Q&A.
Q&A. So this is
Ben, the fans want to know.
fans want to know, Ben.
Why you said- Whatever.
I literally just sent that to Sienna.
Did you?
As a joke. As a question.
That's very
Matt,
funny.
the fans want to know.
Why is it gay? All right, this first question is from Jessica Woot. If you body swapped for a day, what would you do?
Fuck, that's an interesting one.
I also like just mute the microphones real quick. I want to tell Ben. Remember today when I
You're
said
trusting her to do this?
I'll do it here, Sienna. Actually, it's just easier. So, well, first of all, I'll tell the thing. Remember where I said I'm worried that Sienna will say something on my channel that. Yeah,
And I just carried on.
This is what I said to you, is that she's just going to, whatever you...
I'm muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you pick up
He
or put
wrote
down.
questions for
she's
me
just
and
gonna
then
go with
goes-
it. He's got my back. I know where he's going with this.
I thought he was
not gonna
doing a
be
bit, but then he's like, here's some questions for you to. I'm not eating the Bean Boozled.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the thing you
I
wrote.
really thought
Yeah.
of it because the question was, here's how it started.
How did it start?
The question was, you're obviously you're a professional. You have a proper job. Like you've got to get through life, and you have a reputation. Read this out loud, or eat the bean booze was the question, because we do these back and forth questions. To eat something bad, or you answer the question. And it started with like the smokestacks in Auschwitz, and I didn't think she'd do it. And she goes, the smokestacks in
Yeah.
Auschwitz. I was like, no, just
took
you
the
win,
phone
you
off
win,
me.
you win.
I told you. I
I
told
really
you.
didn't think she would do it.
I said, I'm not eating shit.
Yeah.
I'm not eating anything. So if we body swapped for a day, what would you do? Well, if I was Ben, I would go and lift fucking 140 kilos.
I think I was.
That's what I
literally
would
the
do.
first thing I was thinking was like test my strength.
Just my
grind me
strength.
down to a powder when I get my body back.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea of like get it. Like if I had a superpower, I'd want super strength.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of instantly being stronger
Like
than
pretty
I am right
regular
now.
strength.
Even
You
if it's
just
not
lift up
a
this whole
superhero,
cabinet.
But
just being able to-
bit stronger than you are now.
being a slight bit stronger, being able to do the dips, I'd be like, this is cool. I'd do a pull up. I'd love to do a pull up. I think that'd be neat. I've always wanted to do
Be
a pull
really
up.
neat.
Yeah.
I'd just go out and have a bloody neat day.
I'd tell you what, oh, we're fucking out of focus again.
If I was Matt, I'd just walk into an audition and get the role. That's what I would do.
Apparently not.
Get cast.
Fucking get a
I'd go on stream.
Huh?
I'd go live.
Yeah, maybe I'd go live at the end of the day. Be
I'd
like,
just
all right,
start
guys,
fucking shooting
time
the
to end the
shit.
channel.
Yeah.
Let me
is
read
it.
this thing that Matt didn't let me read the other day.
Time to get put into a cringe compilation on YouTube.
Yeah, big time. Hey, does everyone love gameology? What would you do?
I don't know.
What would you do if you were me?
I don't know. What's
I
lady
know what
stuff?
you would do.
What would I do? Oh, she's moved the mic away.
I know what you would.
Oh, yeah. I would. I'd probably just fucking go make people deaf with the pipes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What'd you say? You just sit there going,
So can you hold
Gervais.
these for me?
I put them on the bench.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want a body swap with you.
Oh,
Well, none of us
thanks.
want to.
Yeah,
it's
but-
just
oh, sorry, I thought
we
we-
have to. And
Thanks,
what
Matt.
would you do?
It was just like,
Sorry to put you in
Anyone
this
else?
ugly, fucking fat
No, I just think it'd be weird.
loser
I
body.
just think it'd be weird to instantly be the opposite gender and be like, oh, this doesn't like something would feel.
That's the fun of it. Is it's like it's just a day, cruise around, see
Be
what
like,
happens.
I put my boobs up on the camera last night as a joke, and he's
She
like,
did. I was editing and I'm doing something and I didn't even see in the corner. She's full shirt up, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
he's like, your jugs are immaculate.
I said jugs.
It would take you 5
world
minutes
are
to
you
take the
two
bra
in?
off. It would literally take you 5 minutes to be in my body until that bra was
Oh, I thought you
removed.
meant like it would take me 5 minutes to get a bra off. I'm like,
No.
correct. I'm really bad at taking bras.
I don't know how a lady does her own. Like, how do you get it off yourself?
Yeah.
Getting it off is the easy bit, but you have to do it up. I can't do it up on the back when it's
You do
like
that
you
thing
put
around the front and then turn it around.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So you
Spin
do it up on the front
hula
and then
hoop.
spin it around and
In
put
my
the straps
experience-
on.
That seems to be what every girl does.
It's too well. You can't.
Why do they not invent them with a clasp on the front? It's
They do.
mental.
You
There's
do. You
front
can
clasp.
buy
I
the.
know they are now, but why are they not? Like most of them aren't like that.
I don't know. I
Probably
guess
because
the
it like
clasp is
digs
annoying.
in. Well, you need the underwire. The underwire goes through, and you can't have it connecting on both sides if you have to undo it. The
'Cause it'll,
underwire
like,
goes through
jab.
the whole front.
Yeah, but it'll jab there, will it? If like
Yeah.
two different underwires that are separated.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's under engineered. I might finish off the bra.
You might finish to have another
I think
crack at
so.
it.
Yeah. That'll
Burn
be,
the ones we've got now because apparently that goes good for everyone who does that.
I'm gonna finish off. I think it's gonna be like Tesla for bras.
I just like
Not shit.
I like a sports bra. I like the idea of that. Just put it on top and put it down and just
Yeah.
Because every girl I've ever spoken to just like sports bras are shit. I'm like, why don't you wear those? And I guess because you can see them more. But like, is there some way you can like do the sports
Do you
bra
need the
design?
wire? Can you just have like a tight elastic and then?
Well, this
all
is
the
what
other
I've
support
got a
stuff?
tight elastic on now. As a sport, there's no wire in this bra.
And is
It
that what makes
depends
a
on the
sports bra?
cup size as well. Some girls need the like wire or the support to hold them up.
But sports bras, they're kind of just like a upside down guy's underwear or something. Like
Yeah.
it's an elastic thing with like a loose fabric. But if you had the cuppage above the elastic, do we still need the underwire?
Well, the underwire is the worst
2024?
thing about the bra. If you have like
Prove it. Stupid.
shut up. If you have like a push-up bra, you need like the added support to like, if you just had an elastic, it would probably hang over. But if you wanted the push-up, you need something like strong to hold your tartars up.
I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna sort it.
Yeah, sort it out.
You sort this thing out. Finally,
The next question is from
get someone who knows what they're doing on this.
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly.
Dude, I've seen your room. I'm sure you're well versed in the bra.
She said this when we were driving away yesterday, and I was like,
So how many
I like Ben's room.
that if I
Yeah.
walked
Who wouldn't?
walked
It's
in
great.
It
as,
said it looks like a sex den,
I was like
and I was like, I think
if
it's
I
cool.
walked into that bedroom I'd be like, I'm not the first lady who's been in here today.
Is that a thing with rooms? Like how the room looks is what? Because surely by the time you're in the room, it's too late.
because of the implication.
Yeah. But like, you don't go into the room and decide. If you're in the room, the decision's made. Sure, unless it's like a one single mattress on an angle with no sheet on it, like a
You got to
cracked
fuck
end.
up pretty bad. To,
Yeah.
you know.
It's too late.
Hmm.
I was like, Jesus, have I been the first girl to come in here today? What?
Ben's. It's too late. That made me laugh.
It looked like shit. Like the bed wasn't made and the floor. was
No,
not
but
being
it's like
vacuumed.
obviously because she probably just left.
I mean,
and-
structurally, it's all there.
But
it's just like a Miami
didn't
sort of vibe.
Yeah, but I didn't see it like that. Like
Me either.
I think it's like cool and like I want to use the word chic.
It was
But
chic,
it was-
but I was like,
and
if
like the
I
TV
was
and the sound
dating a
system.
boy and I walked in there and I saw that room, I was like, if I shone a fucking blue light in here, this place would light up like a fucking glow
I
stick.
don't get that vibe at all. It's not like if there was a fuck swing hanging from the roof or something. Like if there was a gimp suit, then you're like, this
It was
place
just
is
very like
I'm not
80s.
trying to.
Bad.
I'm not trying to defend Ben too hard. That seems like the wrong. I don't want people to get the
You
wrong
look like
idea.
a guy who knows what you're doing, is what I'll say.
I don't know. I feel like the room's just like because it. I don't
It
know,
is
it's-
cool Miami
it's a
vibes.
palm.
And to me, I think you look like a guy who'd come quicker than Aiden. What was the question? I can't remember.
Quicker than
question-
none seconds.
The question from Dirty the Savage said, you're stuck on a desert island and you have to eat one of your friends to survive. Who would taste the best?
Depends what the recipe is.
If it's a boiled Sienna, it wouldn't taste good if it was me.
Boiled.
Probably you, right? Don't like women have more like.
If I ate some pineapple, sure thing.
It's not cum.
I don't know.
Friends taste good. I don't know. Probably not Ben. Ben's a lot of muscle.
Isn't
be
that,
hard to
is that
chew.
good? It depends. Like if you're doing wagyu or not.
Yeah. If you put him on a spit.
I don't know. Stop talking about three ways. The,
I just winked at Ben. No one could say. I was like, put him on a spit. Sienna on the front, me on the back.
I don't know enough about cuts of meat, so I don't know what because it's all the same shit. Really,
Well, it's
at
like
the,
the
end of the
juice,
day.
like the biggest muscle is our rump. So he's got the biggest
So
rump.
I'd be probably the
You'd be
tastiest.
you can
Do you have much of an ass? Look,
Daddy.
What do I need to do?
what do I need to do to get in this recipe?
I do have. My every time I like. I don't want to do it.
If we're on a desert island.
When I'm getting like fitted, everyone always says, "Oh, you have a lady's bum."
Oh.
Beautiful.
I don't know how to show it.
You should wax it.
He cussed out my brother yesterday for getting waxed.
In my limited experience, girls have always liked my bums. The girls that I've been with have been like, "You got a fucking shelf," which I never thought that was.
They like it or are they jealous?
I don't know. They just like my bum. They just comment on my bum and say, "I like your bum."
Are you a bum guy or a boobs guy?
That's a stupid frat boy, dumb idiot question. I'm not answering it. Who said that?
Nobody.
Oh,
I
that's a dumb, stupid. I hate that fucking bullshit. You're a bum guy or I'm like, both, neither. Just fucking. It just.
I'm glad we answered that.
I was really hoping Ben would be more on board. I feel like you would have the same opinion.
Because we're on a desert island, you might.
Oh,
take
Ben
a
was about.
I don't really have a thought on that.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Like some people have a preference. I think the question exists because people have a preference for some reason.
Yes, I don't know.
House. So you're just happy to be there.
Just happy to be included. Just happy to be involved, Ben.
If we were on a desert island, you might feed us for the longest.
Yeah, probably. Wait, who said that? Did someone say that?
No, I'm answering the question.
Sienna said that.
I answered that.
That wasn't the question. Wasn't who would feed us for the longest. You just decided to be mean for a second.
I don't know who's going to taste the best.
and you've been so nice to her. How fucking rude.
Yeah. Stop it. We're gonna fight.
Drunken
when you leave.
Irish, you know. What are you proud of, but never have an excuse to talk about? Feel free to brag. There will be no judgment. Bullshit. There will be no fucking.
I literally watched a video on this the other day, which said young office workers would be the best meat. A little active, but not super muscly. Makes sense.
Fair
Young
enough.
office workers.
Sorry, what was the question?
What are you proud of, but never had an excuse to talk about? Please feel free to brag. There'll be no judgment. The only good
My
thing,
massive cock. No, my tiny cock.
the fact that I can make it disappear.
I was school captain.
Yeah, that checks out. I could see that for you.
Like proper school captain or vice captain?
I think proper school captain, but it was so long ago. I just remember going to the things.
He
You
was
don't even
vice
remember
captain.
what it is.
Yeah.
And that's your big thing.
Well, that was the first thing that I thought would be
Okay.
funny. I don't want to say a proper thing. Like,
Surely you want to toot your own horn about the channel or something.
I fixed that. I fixed that table.
You did fix the table
That was-
after you bartered with the
That was pretty
Asian
good.
lady.
Actually, that was a good one. I went in. That was tucked in the corner, and I wanted it because it looked like exactly what I wanted. It's tucked away in the corner, dusty at a secondhand shop. you put it on down and it was like rocky, like it wouldn't. And I was like, well,
Yeah,
it's useless, but I can probably.
table. Put stuff up here.
I don't hear no table.
I was like, I have these weird metal clamps in my cutlery drawer. I could maybe fix it. And I took it to the lady. I was like, how much is this? Because it didn't have a tag on it because they weren't using it. It was tucked away. And she was like, $30. And I was like, and I laughed at her. I was like, no, I'll give you $10 for this. And she went back and asked the lady. She came out. She goes, very good. Like, you managed to get it down to 10.
You guessed the right price.
Like, you've somehow done it. I was like, yeah, okay. And I took it and I fixed it and it just worked out. It was just a good.
What's the table?
It's in the corner.
That
It's
one
the
with the lava
lamp.
lamp on
The
it.
lamp is on it.
Give us a look at this fucking thing.
The only good thing I've ever done is
I've never seen that before.
Well, I only got it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. What have you metal clamp?
No, I didn't know. Oh, Jesus, the top part of the lamp comes off. No, the main part of the lamp. It just seemed a little rocky. You're a fucking idiot. Please fix that. Ben, fix that. I don't want to get up and fix it. Please fix it.
Ellie will knock it off.
Ben.
So what he's done, ladies and gentlemen, is he's put it on the side, and Matt said fix it, he put it on the other side. That's the visual gags right there.
Very good visual gags. What are you proud of?
Holy
Ben?
shit, Brisbane's winning at halftime. No way, falafels. Sydney will still win. You wait. The only good thing that I've ever done is played Elphaba in Wicked, and that's it.
Yeah, but we're talking about things you haven't been able to talk about.
Yeah. You would
Not
shut
something you talk about constantly.
That's really funny. That's really funny. Shut up, man.
Did you guys know as played Alpha? Yeah, good stuff. Great content, everyone.
It is quite funny because in the last GStream, Ben said she's painted green and she's wearing pink.
That's right.
Yeah.
God, how do you remember all this stuff?
Because I'm just a big fan. That's why I'm here. I finally made it. This is what you have to
Big
do
fan.
when you're actually not funny in any way, shape, or form. You have
You're
to
very
just
funny.
put the time and effort in. Thanks, brother.
You are very funny. There's been a lot of like good content on the podcast. I've been like, fuck, I've been giving Sienna too hard of a time. She's actually quite funny. No, I didn't say that. You're just good. You're funny.
He called me pretty the other day on the podcast. I had a huge cock after that. He said, Sienna, you look gorgeous. I was like, oh, yes,
Thank you.
You have a huge cock.
I said I had a huge cock after that. Like I had
Like a boner.
Like I had a stiffy after that.
Yeah.
This is what it's like hanging around with you. Do you know
Yeah,
that?
but I feel like
It's
I'm
very
like
much
it's
just the
rubbing off.
inverse. Yeah.
I can't work.
Rubbing off on me.
Oh, I do get it. This is why you roll your eyes at me all the
Yeah.
time.
He's walking to my house like, you got that cable?
Yeah, he
And then
did.
you
He
lay down on
like
the
he lay
ground.
down on the beanbag yesterday, and he's
Switch.
like, he switch, go for
That was
switch.
a good bit. That was a good bit. We were talking about if I stop working here, like how are you ever going to get a real job again? And I said, I'll go straight to JB Hi-Fi, and they were like, "What department would you work in?" In the chair, I went, "Switch." Like
switch.
I just work in Switch.
He was laying dead flat on the ground with his head on a footstool. So his chin was
Switch.
getting buried into his chest. What department do you work in?
Switch.
Switch. Just switch.
Really funny.
I'd like to. A good question about this fridge. No. I will switch. I will switch on.
I work. I want to buy this PS5. I'll switch.
Switch.
Millsy said, keeping in the name of the podcast mentally illegal. What is the most mental or craziest thing you've ever done or seen?
I saw someone get hit by a car when I was in Shep, and they flipped. They went flying. That was like something I remember being like, "That's crazy."
That is hardcore.
Yeah, they did. They died for sure.
Oh, they 100% died?
But you know, I drove away, and I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to stay, but a lot of people were already staying.
Yeah.
And I would have been in the way.
You got 100 points when
And
you...
then I left, and I looked at the rearview mirror, and I was like, I'm not going to turn around.
Did their shoes
and
come off? I heard of their
Yeah.
shoes come off.
Yeah.
They're done.
Flew.
Yeah, I saw a video the other day
sent
of
it to me.
and the shoes came off. I was like, well, that means that they're dead. That's awesome.
So that's probably the craziest thing. I'm sure there's something else. Oh,
I-
the lady that shot piss out the bottom of her dress the other day. That I wasn't a fan.
Outside
Shot
savers.
piss.
I'm sorry. When you guys say something?
I fainted at the hairdressers because they told me my appointment was cancelled. Oh, not cancelled. They booked in the wrong Sienna. And this is when we were starting to get my diagnosis of panic disorder. And I panicked so much because I took a day off work. And I told them I was getting my hair done. And now that I was going to come back to work and not get my hair done, they would think I have lied and just taken a fake day off work. And they said, oh, sorry, we booked in the wrong Sienna. We don't have time for you. And then my whole body shut down and I had to like slump over the desk. That was really embarrassing. And they're like, well, you okay? I was like, yeah, I just need to sit down for a second.
That's like mental. Like that's like all your mental illnesses like clashing to passing out. Is that
Yeah.
what you mean by answering that question? Like that's the most mental thing you've done.
Yeah, it's like that's mentally illegal.
Mhm.
That's my mental illness.
Yeah.
I panicked so much about not going back to work tomorrow with my hair done, and I having to explain to them that they booked in the wrong Sienna. It was such a dog ate my homework situation that I panicked so much I fainted. Good night,
I
Australia.
thought of like 3 more while we're going, but you go, Ben.
This is one that this is a while ago now, and I can't believe I never told you the story.
Am I allowed to eat cheezels?
You do whatever you want.
Um,
I'm just gonna sit back. I know I look terrible on the side
okay.
because I have no chin. So, I wanted to be there so I could see you, but I'll just sit.
We had to go and move a single bed for a guy. He booked in a removalist thing. I don't know why he didn't just throw it on the lawn, but he didn't. He wanted us to take it. And it was in a housing commission flat.
Mm-hmm.
And it was up some stairs. And we walked up the stairs, knocked on the door. Dog starts barking. Like, this is not good. This is never a good start at a removal job when there's a big dog barking.
Yeah.
You're like, yep. He's like, hey, mate, it's a removalist. What's the go with the dog? So, no, he's fine. He's all good. You just, once you come in, you'll be right. And I was like,
He
all
loves
right, let's see.
Nah, he's good. He's good with people.
Open the door. Dog was fine. It was big, but it was fine. And I walked away, and he's just sitting on the couch. And I'm like, hey, mate, where's the bed? Just a single? He's like, yeah, they got a bed. And I was looking around. There's a kitchen, in the middle of the kitchen, dog shit. Just in the middle of the kitchen floor. And he's just sitting on the couch having a smoke, watching the TV.
Inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and I'm like, is it just a single bed? He's like, yeah, it's just a single bed. And I'm looking around. I don't know the layout of the joint, but I look through the lounge room. He's on a couch. I'm like, it's not that, is it? He's like, no, it's a couch. I'm like, all right, I didn't know if it folded out. It was like a sofa bed or something. He's like, okay, right in front of him, dog shit on the floor, lounge room. So all right,
Double shits.
yep. And I go, where's the bed? He goes, yeah, in the dog shit room. And I was like,
What?
which one's?
Did he physically say in the
He said,
dog shit
the
room?
bed's in the dog shit room.
This poor dog.
And I was like, what?
What do
Mate, not to be rude, but all these rooms have dog shits in them. He says the one at the end of the hall. That's the dog shit room.
Not to be rude, but it's just covered in shit.
He's like, dog shit room's the one at the end of the hall. The door's shut. And I was like, yeah.
keep the smell out.
Why is that?
Now,
Yeah.
what did it smell like when you walked in? Like, did it smell like dog shit?
Mate, I'm going to shock you here.
I knew it was Pete.
Do you know when yesterday we were at the gym and he said he nearly peed, he did pee.
Oh, did he? Did he do some Kegels?
All right, so you went you're at the
So
door.
I walked down the hallway.
And does the smell get worse?
Another shock. Hallway, dog shit.
Yep.
So I get to the door of the dog shit room.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm getting dizzy.
I start to
Are
open the
they
door.
in mounds or like pebbles?
No, they were pretty, like, because it was a big dog.
Like an
so they were
ice cream swirl?
Yeah, kind of it was closer to the ice cream.
swirl poo.
was
Ice
like-
cream swirl.
I just check. I'd keep the viewers off while I watch because I don't want it to like distract me. And I
Okay.
just checked just to make sure there were people listening to the story. There are. Shout out the chat if you've seen dog shit in a house. Keep going.
And then, so there was some ice cream ones, and then it was like some like little logs stacked up. It was a real variety. It was like the MoMA of dog shits. And so I start to open the
Going
door.
through a museum of all the artifacts.
Yeah. And it's like the sound
I can't breathe.
when I open the door. It was like someone off in the distance was boxing, like, because I was opening the door and it's hitting all these shits and like sweeping them around the corner, and they were older dried shits. So it goes like duk, 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 and I can feel the door like
He's built his own doorstop.
yeah,
And then
it's
when
like
the door
someone's
stops, it still goes.
yeah,
like a couple of the
someone's
lo-
tapping on the back of the door. It's like dunk, 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 dunk. And I open it, and there's probably 30 dog shits.
Oh my god.
I just imagine like the cartoon when they open the door and like an avalanche of potatoes just falls on them.
And then, like,
Oh my god.
I think about the dog because I don't know whether because the door was shut. So I don't know whether he's opening the door and going, off you go. He had a backyard. I don't know why he was doing this.
I wouldn't have gone in
I
that.
assume this was like an apartment upstairs.
No, it was like a. So there was stairs up, but it was like outdoor stairs. So there's an apartment under him, and then the stairs go up to his front door, and then he has stairs at the back that go down into the backyard. Maybe he shares that backyard with the guy under him, so he didn't.
Can you imagine the state of the backyard being like, there's no more room for shits out there. You got to do them in the dog shit room.
The smell in the dog shit room.
Can you recreate? Wait, tell us first, and then recreate what you did when you opened the door.
I don't remember what I did. I've blocked it out, I think. It's just
Vietnam flashback.
Yeah. It didn't even smell like shit anymore. It was so thick.
Yeah.
It was like a curtain of... What did it smell like? It was like rusty iron, like old. You know, you ever smelt change from your pocket? Mm-hmm. And it has that irony, nickel.
Because it's
weird
not
smell.
just it's not just shit. It's got to be piss as well in the carpet.
Probably.
So that would make that like weird fucking.
Irony smell.
It's like I
Like
mean,
it
there was
smelled
shit.
like
there was shit in there. You could smell the shit in there, but it was so. And shit is dog shit. A lot of dog shit is a strong smell to begin with, but it
Yes.
was over. Like it was this, and the door had been shut.
It's obviously
and
like
the window had shut, and the curtains down. Obviously,
they've grown mold almost.
some of them were white. It was in because it's a couple of weeks, I think.
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
He'd be like, come and take it out of the dog shit.
Grab
room.
the bed. I think he just didn't want to go into the dog shit room. That's why he didn't throw it in hard rubbish now. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
So
I'm not going into the dog
hate
shit room.
crime.
I couldn't. If I was him, I would be way too embarrassed for anyone to come in. Just
Yeah.
sit there on the couch smoking and be like, go down to the dog shit room.
Yeah.
For him to not flinch after you go, sorry mate, but every room's covered in dog shit.
Yeah.
Do you know which room specifically?
I like it. It's because in his mind, he's like, well, that's clearly the kitchen. This is
Yeah.
clearly the living room.
The
Like-
thought that I had was like, okay, his
The dog
kitchen is the
shit room.
kitchen and there is dog shit in it.
Yeah.
The lounge room is the lounge room and there's dog shit in it.
Yeah.
These rooms have other purposes and also dog shit. That room is just for dog shit
Yeah.
and a single bed. Who comes over and is like, yeah, mate, spare room's yours?
You'd
Which
get
one's
sick.
that?
You would
the
get
dog
sick.
shit room?
Is that the name of the podcast? The dog shit
The
room?
dog shit room, yeah. You'd wake up like unwell.
I think you would die before you woke up.
Yeah.
There's no way a human being could go into that room with that smell and fall
sleep.
asleep and still wake
And
up.
the dog trottles in.
So what was the state of the bed? Was that fermented
Was
as
there
well?
dog shit on
I
the
don't know whether he'd given it a crack because the whole frame was on its side and the mattress had tipped over. I didn't go near the mattress because it had fallen onto dog shit.
Yeah, of course.
So we just grabbed the frame and went outside.
You did it? I would have been like, sorry, bud.
I'd
Wait.
gone that far and I really wanted to see the dog shit room. And by the time I'd seen the dog shit room, I'm like, well, there's the bed.
Mum, I
it's
got
only
to see the dog shit room today.
just going to make my way through the minefield and job's done pretty much.
Did you have trouble like stepping around the bombs, as
Yeah.
you're carrying out
That
the
was
frame?
Great difficulty. But the good thing was I feel like the bed had been on its side for a long time because all the dog shits were around it. It didn't like land in dog shits. So
So he tried
The dog
a
was
while
courteous. He knew you were coming.
Ago. Like, I got to get rid of this. It's cluttering up the dog shit room.
Did it look like that he was transferring the poos in there or the dog was going in there?
They were laid.
They were laid
They
by
were
the dog.
laid there.
Bubbles
yeah.
pointed out very sadly that maybe it was bloody poo as well.
No, I saw that and I was going to address that. It wasn't that type of. It didn't smell like blood iron. It was. Oh God, I
Yeah,
can't-
Yeah,
No.
it's funny. It's funny how it's probably indescribable to describe a room full of dog shit.
It's like it's
And
like
and
I think it is
Probably
like going
pee
to
and
war.
mold.
You
Yeah.
can describe it in the most minute detail. You can write a whole book about it, 700 pages on the Vietnam War.
Yep.
Every second of your experience, but until you're there and you're in the dog shit room and it's you and the guy you're working with, brothers in arms, you don't know what it's
We
like.
should all go to that house and take a photo
Yeah.
on the lawn.
Just you guys in the trenches.
Yeah.
That's wild, Ben. That's
Yeah.
truly wild.
I can't say any of the things I thought of because that's just so much better.
That's so funny.
Than anything.
Shall we try the next question?
Well,
Matt-
wait, I'll say there's one.
Well, okay.
One.
Go ahead.
I'll make it a quick one. I was in Maribna. I went to pick someone up from the train station. Left the train station, drove past this street, and I saw these kids in a street lighting a fire like, in the street. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I was like, I'll stop my car and get out and go to yell at them and be like, stop lighting a fire. And as I stop my car, this guy comes out of his house, runs at them with not a big axe, like a hatchet. And they just run off, this guy with the hatchet. And I was like, welcome home. And he threw the hatchet at them as they were running away. Anyways, go up to the guy.
Yeah.
And it's this guy I went to school with. And he's got one arm. And he lost his arm in like he lost it in a piece of a farm equipment, ripped his arm off.
Fuck.
It's not funny.
And it was just this combination of like, kids are lighting a fire, I'll stop. oh, here's a crazy person with an axe. Shit, he threw the axe at them. Oh, it's Daniel. Oh, I shouldn't say his name. I'm going to go up. Hey, whoa, what? Did it again. What happened to your arm? Lost it in some farm equipment. All right, see you, buddy. Good.
See you,
Hope
buddy.
you're doing well. Picks up his hatchet and goes back inside. Very lovely guy. And he really is a very nice guy.
Living in an Drunken Irish said, living in an environment that is disgusting with dog shit would most likely kill you with sepsis. Well, this guy was smoking, so he's going to die of cancer anyway.
Rough.
Sorry.
I don't know, man. He seemed pretty happy to me.
He seemed like maybe that's the thing that's stopping.
I think he's built an immunity.
He's killing all the dog shit.
It's counteracting each
Enzymes.
other, yeah.
All the enzymes. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just saying words I heard in the documentary.
The next question is from Riggsy. Matt, what happened to your drum kit?
Sold it.
Nice.
Wanted to. You're woke.
Crumpled foreskin.
I didn't have room for it, but I'm looking. Every night I'm on the marketplace looking at a new drum kit to put in the corner of the stream. Keep going.
Don't do it.
I won't be doing. No, I'm doing it.
Don't do it.
Why?
You don't need it.
I'm gonna get probably
You'll play it for 5 minutes.
I played that one forever and ages. I used to love it.
Do you seriously have space in here for a drum kit?
Yeah, I can make it work.
Nothing going on over there.
I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called a.
Yeah.
I think it's called a cajon. It's something like
Cajon.
that. Cajon. It's a box
It's a
you sit
box-
on
box
a
drum.
and they're pretty cheap. I was thinking about maybe getting that, just because every time someone jams, I want to I don't know, maybe get that because they could go in the corner quite easily. That's probably what I'll end up getting.
Crumpled Foreskin
Very
said,
expensive.
what's the likelihood of mentally illegal doing a geocaching special or some other kind of special? We could do like a cooking special.
You said that from day one.
Yeah, that would be really fun if we did a Nonna's cooking special with Matt.
Cob off.
Cob off.
Do like a MasterChef cob off.
Yeah, but like I would lose by default because Matt would be like, well, mine's just better.
Well, he's a judge maybe. He's got a host and judge and me and you will have a
Oh,
cob-off.
okay, we'll have a cob off. Do you make a hot cob or cold cob?
Why do you not remember this? We've had a cob
His
off.
cob
and you're
every
off.
time you're like, oh, my cob will beat his, and you do like your cob is so intricate and well made, and then Ben chucks 3 ingredients in there, and I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever eaten.
With love. I do it with love though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's it. Does
You think Nonna doesn't make her food with love?
you know?
You're a fool. You're a damn fool.
When I was at school, I had a YouTube channel when I was at school. It's since been deleted. Don't bother looking for it. But there was this bit that I did which I could not do today. It was called Mario's Cooking. There was a bunch of videos I did called Mario's Cooking where I came onto camera. I was like, "Welcome to Mario's Cooking,"
You spoke about this.
and it got to like Benno talks about it. It was like I'd go to school and people would like say like
That's
quote
cool.
things that I did for
Is
Mario's
that what
Cooking.
made you be like, you know what?
I could do
I'm gonna be a
this.
broadcaster.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I just remember that like that was. So
What was it that made
we
you-
could do the return of Mario's Cooking.
There we go.
But I want to do that for Benno's birthday.
Riggsy,
Maybe
if you
that's
think
Mario's Cooking video just for
GStream
him.
took a long time, imagine how long a cooking stream's going to take. So just hold your horses.
It was
We'll
such
get there.
stupid, like 14-year-old bullshit. I remember being like, today we're gonna make a pie, and I'd be like, you get a stubby holder and a battery, and you throw it in there and put it in the microwave, and then I run off camera and make an explosion sound. I come back and be like, fucking hell! Like that was the whole bit. And
Why'd you delete the channel?
they ate it
Something
up,
gold.
man. They loved it. And it was me just going like, putting on, like you said, working out things last minute. I didn't know what I was, just put the camera. I was like, there's a stubby holder, there's a battery.
Yep.
Just bullshit.
Got him. I can't do the juggling whistle that you do.
No, that was it. You nailed it.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
better than mine.
Thank you. Amber said, what's the last thing each of you Googled? Can I buy a USB-C to USB-C today? Matt, what do you think of this? You dumb, stupid idiot.
Yeah. What was the last thing I Googled? I Googled.
Oh, Child's Play, actually.
Yeah, and my last thing I Googled was the opening times of the... I was seeing if that drive-through coffee place was open on Grand Final Day.
Wasn't she so?
So I Googled drive-through coffee near me open. And it
what
was.
was it? Ben?
I just checked. VH Commodore Burgundy interior.
Matt, if I was a dumb person, would I be buying a car I don't need with the money I don't have?
All right.
And Amber said, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a trad wife.
I'm wrong. Last thing I Googled.
That is so you. That is so
I want to bake sourdough and fold the washing.
Last thing I Googled was came up Burwood open.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to be a trad wife as well. I'm good at vacuuming and stuff.
Are you?
Judge yesterday. I've been busy. I haven't had time.
You know
to
what?
vacuum.
Your house was very nice.
I liked it.
And I would never say that if it wasn't. But it was lovely. It was. I really liked the vibe. Maybe not the bedroom. I might not sleep in that
This
bedroom.
bedroom. I like the...
I'll just be like,
So you don't like the bedroom?
No, I like the vibe of the bedroom. It's just not for Sienna.
Well,
It's a little bit too intimidating for me. Just
What,
like
is
a
it
little
a
bit
palm
too
tree?
like
It's a 6-foot palm.
hardcore.
What do you mean hardcore? It's soft pastel lighting and a palm tree.
This guy. It's a beautiful decor.
I liked it. Yeah,
It is a really
You
cool
don't
bedroom.
have to agree with it. It's fine if it's not your vibe, but I don't know how you find it intimidating with a couple of plants.
There is
No,
there is a chair like a sitting reading chair with a cigar box next
Tuck
to
chair.
it. That's like, yeah.
What was intimidating?
It was just like too adult for me.
Okay, well,
There was no teddies in there.
yeah, right. Matt, we've decided we need to make this channel blow up, and me and Sienna are just going to be kept women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could take it.
I
could
so
service you
since
both.
we've started, I've asked to be can someone be my sugar daddy? Because all I want to do is make my sourdough starter that I can actually maintain. I want to fold the washing. I want to vacuum the house, mop the floors,
It's so good, isn't
and
it?
feed the children. That's all I want to do. I don't want to go to work. I don't even want to vote.
So trad.
Yeah.
You're trad like 1850s
Yeah.
trad, though.
Any of you dumb bitches out there being like, I can do the jobs too. Shut the fuck up.
All right, next question.
Yep.
Wait, what was that question? Because you're the only
What
one.
do you want to be when you grow up? Skinny. Not for you, for me.
You said it. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was one point I wanted to be a fireman. Like that was like the stupid, like obviously every kid wants to be a fireman, but that stuck with me for a while. And then the other thing was a real estate agent. I thought I could be a good real estate agent.
You could be a great salesman, definitely. You have the
I thought that was
ability.
the only thing I could maybe.
If only people could live in Nintendo Switch, you'd be a great real estate salesman.
I think it was the only thing that I was like, that's probably the only professional job I
or
could
like
thrive in.
like what are like the writers on SNL,
We
like
gotta-
the jokes writers.
But at the same time, you and I are just gonna like shuffle forward.
3, 2.
2, 1 more. 3, 2, 1. You need to go a bit more.
No, I think she got it.
Okay, cool. Totally forgot we were just streaming then, by the way, everybody. Like, we're just having a chat.
Falafel said, "What is your all-time most?"
Well, what was Ben's job?
He wants to be a trad wife.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We're going to be calling each other on the landlines because women aren't allowed mobiles.
You're both going to be at my house.
Do you reckon? I think we should probably like call each other on the phone. No,
Or do I get
the channel's
two
going to
houses?
blow up? Yeah, I've got two houses.
Split house.
We're gonna do it
One
like
side's pink,
Mormons.
one side's blue.
And we have to have the retro phones that you have to spin.
Yeah.
And we'll say, Ben, what cuts did you do in your sourdough? Well, I did a beautiful rose.
Do I get two
pattern.
dinners?
Well, obviously, because we can do like
I'm never coming over to
entree,
the pink house.
main.
I'm gonna just be at the blue
dessert.
house playing this. is gonna-
Ein Schlein.
yeah, playing H1Z1, living my fantasy.
All your dreams finally coming true. Yeah, and then we talk on the phone and gossip, and then I'll come over and have
Like,
wine. at
but
3
while
PM.
we gossip, we have to look through the blinds, like the old Venetian blinds, and say, "Did you see what Margaret brought home today? Fucking dumb bitch."
And then you whinge about how he was mean to you.
Yeah, and
he'll-
I'll be
he's
like,
coming to say anything. He walks in.
"Hello,
Matt.
darling.
How are you?
How was work, doll?"
So you have to be mean to me because I was mad at her. Like,
Yeah,
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 I get it. I
Oh,
get
I see. Yeah. So, Matt,
Good to see you.
heard you didn't like the wine that was chosen for
it.
you
No,
today.
it's more like, how's work going, Matt? It must be stressful. You seem stressed out.
Oh, I like it.
Where she's not throwing you under the. He's not throwing you under the bus. He's just letting me
now
know
a she.
that I know that you've been an asshole lately, but I'm not going to address it. I'm just like, you must be stressed out. You seem stressed out. Are you thirsty? Want some wine?
Like while you're folding up your apron,
Yeah.
just not looking at him. You seem
I suppose
stressed
I'll head
out.
off and give you two some time to talk.
Your eyebrows.
You know, Sienna's very important to me as a friend.
Yeah.
And if anything happened to her,
I wouldn't want
I
to
don't
be
know what
you.
I would do.
I don't know. I have to go think about it. I just don't
Have a
know.
good day, guys. And then you obviously make things way worse.
Yeah.
Just
And-
like gaslight.
You fucking told her. Hey, you fucking told me
Yeah,
that business. You're
yeah.
fucking
And
mates.
you walk away going, I did a really good thing. I am my friend's
She
back.
knows I've got her back.
Yeah.
I opened
Sorry,
the lion's mouth and
whatever you can say to each other, you can say in front of me. Yeah. We'd make a great pair. Just be like, oh, did you see that new guy walking down the street today? Oh, oh, what about the pool man that's coming over?
What are they doing over at number 5?
Number 5. I
They
mean,
spend all that money on those reservations, renovations to make the house look
what
like
is
dog
the
shit.
point of being a part of the homeowners association, being the president and vice president, if your grass is not 6 inches? What is the fucking point? Just go live in fucking Iraq.
I suppose they have a dog shit room. They want to make their veranda look like dog shit too.
Well, it's not up to us, is it? It's lucky we're pulling
People
our
have
weight.
no
here.
taste.
Some people are just dog shit.
More Sav Blanc.
Yes, please, darling, please. With some ice.
like the real like when my mum pours a glass in it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the
Worried.
bottle.
Yeah.
You shake the bottle of the wine.
So, it's like the remnants out the inside of the lid. My mum had a tongue.
Falafels asks, what is your all-time most romantic story?
I was going to this is so lame. I'm like, oh, I'll tell this so lame.
That's
I
dumb.
thought the one thing that I did was me and my not Beck, the girl I dated before Beck, we were going to a wedding in Ocean Grove.
Coconut Grove, where the peacocks are.
I don't know what that means.
Coconut Grove? Lots of peacocks in Coconut Grove? Do you have a black car? Chat, come on. It's a callback.
To what?
Is this a Tim and Eric sketch? What's going on?
No, this is you sketch.
Oh.
This is like GStream ages ago. The big fat GMat quiz of everything. Coconut, what place has a lot of peacocks?
You keep
Guys.
saying something.
Great reference to the podcast. Coconut Grove, where the peacocks are. Sorry, do you have a black... What's that noise in the... Do you have a black car? Remember
Yeah,
the
I'm still remember.
peacocks
This was
chase-
the news story of the week, wasn't it?
Yeah, the peacocks chase the black cars. Whatever.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm going to
So
put this over here.
in Miami, was this in Miami? Coconut Grove in Miami. I seen her. Whatever. We're going to a wedding. We're the night before. I was like, what if we go to bed early and we get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and we'll drive there and then we'll go to the beach or watch the sunset on the beach. And we did that. It was really nice. And then we went to the wedding. And then she complained the whole drive home. She was tired. But it was fun to like we're like, oh, let's go to bed now. And then we got up and we were like, it was like the sun hadn't come up yet. And we're driving, we pick up like Macca's on the way. And we're like giggling like schoolgirls. It was that kind of thing. And then we get there and we watch this. That was just a nice, like, that was the first thing that came to my brain.
I don't have anything
Just
that's not traumatic.
It's fucking depressing.
When I saw...
What about that time I took you?
You don't take me anywhere.
Just did that to
You
bed.
don't have
What
the-
about that time you weren't feeling, you were having a bad day and I took you out for dinner. I took you to fucking China bar and bought you dinner.
I could have told you to be quiet and stop looking, but I didn't.
That's
My point,
true.
you're like, you never tell me anything. I'm like, I thought that was the nicest thing I've ever done for you.
Yeah, it is the
Thank you.
nicest thing you've ever done for me.
It's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for you.
When I met Geordie, where he was in Jersey Boys, and when he was having like his Vertigo episodes, it was the show after, and I like walked up to him as the stage manager, and I was like, if you're feeling sick, you know, like I've got you, and then he like put his arms on my arms. He's like, no, I've got you, and I was like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep. that's all I can think of.
That is like, I mean, yeah.
He's like, I've got you, and I was like,
I'm sure it was less, like you've made it.
"Can we get
It's
married?"
romantic. It's romantic. It's like,
I don't have anything else that's not.
Who's to say?
Who's to
Yeah.
stop.
I'm
Bit of good
joking.
news.
I'm joking.
Only 6.5 hours and we're halfway.
Yeah.
So that's
Wait,
cool.
what?
If it was a 12-hour story, you're saying 6.5 hours. Wait.
It's 4:20 now.
It's 5.5 hours. not
Oh,
6.5 hours.
the stream's going to be over soon. What are you guys whinging about?
Well,
It's going to go so.
6:30,
It's already
7:30,
4 o'clock.
8:30,
We started at
10:10.
11.
Ben, you get to go home and have a nice sleep.
6.5
tonight.
hours and you're halfway. I just counted it. I did the numbers.
I
Sorry. I thought you were saying it's 6.5 hours. We're halfway. I thought you were making a joke that it's a 12-hour
In
stream.
6.5 hours, you'll
We're
be halfway through.
I'm feeling okay now. Just sitting down having a chat was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
I
next
feel
18
fine.
hours is going to fly by.
It's not.
But it actually will. We've only played like 5 minutes of 3 games.
Ben, do you want to share a romantic thing?
What's that? Yeah. You seem like a guy who's really
I
into
remember.
romance.
Here we go.
Hey, calm down. You've seen my bedroom.
Yeah.
I remember last GStream, Matt was like, "Ooh, I'm going to throw up." That's how I feel. So I was like, hey,
G-Stream before, actually.
you can do this. He's like, I can't do it. I was like, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking do it. You've done it before. You can do it now. He's like,
Go
"I can't
stick
do it.
your
I
head
can't do it."
between your legs.
And then he started doing it and he had a pie and he felt better. And I thought,
There
you know
you
what? That might be the
go.
most romantic thing ever.
Yes.
If you're not a trad wife, I don't know what is. That is emotional rock right
Yes,
there.
actually, it's gotten a lot more nice. a lot more.
Where are you going to get that type of support?
No, I mean, she's generally gotten a lot better at just being nice and supportive and friendly.
At a girl.
Like that was like, suck it up. You can do it. It
You
was
got
like, it's
this.
like, obviously you've got this. So
You got this,
why are you even
Sugarfoot.
complaining? And
I think maybe you've just sort of matured a bit, and I've stayed exactly the same.
no.
I've been
'Cause
right all the time, and I was only less nice and mean to you because you were being a sook, and then you got up to an acceptable level.
I changed my mind. He's still an asshole. He's still a fucking.
We
cunt.
love Ben J.
He's a piece of shit.
The last question is from Robbo. I said, what's the worst injury you've gotten?
Cock rash.
I beg your pardon.
I don't know. I made it up.
Cock rash. If
worst
anyone was going to
friction
catch
burn.
cock rash, this guy.
It's just a friction burn, that's all.
Yeah.
From the carpet, doing
Yeah.
the vacuum thing.
Yes, vacuum cleaner impression. What a great callback. Mama, do a great impression of a vacuum. Oh, Matt, pull your pants up. What? It's sucking the floor. Yeah.
Worst injury.
Wait, this is still the most romantic thing you've done?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
For your mum.
Oh my God.
Mother.
I had an ovarian cyst rupture. That was fun. That's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It popped and I was bleeding internally for 5 days.
That's such a metaphor. Keep it all inside.
Oh, I kept it all inside,
Yeah.
all right. My mum's like, she can't have keyhole surgery. She might not be able to have children. Keeping the trad wife.
Yeah.
So they're like, we can drain her and, take the pain away, or you can just stick it out and not touch.
Then what?
Not touch the ovary. Like, because you've got to pierce through the ovary. You can do damage.
Right.
But I was a minor, so I'm not allowed to make that decision.
So what did you do? You just,
Stuck it out.
and then what? It just sorted itself out.
Yeah, well, naturally your body like soaks up the foreign blood and expels it.
Right.
But
Just
I was just
absorbed it.
like riding around in the hospital bed for a few days.
Fucking this thing up.
Right. There you go.
That's a pretty bad injury. That's good. Yeah. I broke my nose. That was the one. That was
On
it.
the bus.
Mhm.
That's shocking. We talked about that last podcast. That's bad. Like the fact that it didn't even make the tung. It was just a thud. That's horrid. That's really bad.
Yeah.
What's the worst things happened to you?
I don't know.
The dog shit room, most likely.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's an
solid.
internal
That's a
injury.
mental injury.
Yeah, that is a mental injury.
I don't know. I've never really injured myself that bad.
Have you broken a bone before?
No.
No, neither have I.
The last thing I remember being like that, really like that hurt, was Ben hitting me in the eye with a golf ball.
That's probably my worst injury.
That left like a lump on my eye.
You haven't like torn a muscle or something from like removalists or the gym or something,
Nah.
or you've fallen.
Even then, it's like niggles. It's no lower back's pretty fucked,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep.
From I think
Sucking all that dick.
No, I think we went on a holiday and
What?
the boys trip.
Nothing.
All we did was drink and there was a lot of sitting down playing video games and sitting down drinking and whatnot.
Where'd you play video games at the beach?
Took Switch.
Oh. Which?
Do you want to come away for 2 days? There's a spare spot on the roster.
Why
you
did someone
asking?
say who dropped out?
You know who dropped.
Yeah,
out.
I know. I'm away all October and November. Don't forget that.
It's in December. It's like the New Year's thing.
Are you coming to the awards thing?
Probably, yeah.
So that doesn't clash?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, it's like in between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, gotcha.
The same, the beach trip every year.
Yep.
It's all right, guys. I'll just go and wait outside.
It's a boys trip. You had an ovarian cyst.
I had no ovarian cyst. You're right. I need to stay home and take care of the household.
Exactly, which is your favourite.
Yeah, it is.
Does
my
Geordie want
favourite.
to come?
Yeah, you might actually. You can take him.
What was I saying? Oh, the boy.
He'll grab her arms and say, I've got you.
I really hate that I said that. He's gonna be like,
it's adorable.
"What? I've done heaps of more."
He would have done something
fucking
romantic. That's just a funny story to us because it's such a cheesy line.
Yeah.
But I'm sure at the time it was like, well, that's kind of cute. But when you tell the story, I was like, that's so goddamn cheesy. But
Also, like,
In
he was just
context-
performing. I don't know how he had you. It just seems like it was
He's like, I said it was more like I've got your back.
for what?
Brisbane's thrashing Sydney.
Oh no.
That is crazy. Although I really want Brisbane to win. 34-88. Why do these fucking teams just not show up for grand final? I don't get it.
Is he-
You get all the way there, all these teams, they lose by a point, a goal, and then we get to the fucking grand final and you lose by 50 points. What is the fucking point? just throw in the towel at halftime saying, sorry, guys, we're having an absolute shocker today.
You should be able to like as a team be able to vote and be like, do we want to stop?
Are we just going to pull our
no way we come back from
whitey-tighties
this.
out and wave them in the air?
Yeah.
Say, please stop. Just, please. Ooey.
Ooh.
That's the last question we've got.
Finally.
So-
We did it. Do we end this and take a half-hour break and get some lunch?
Were you
in us?
pointing a lot? Was that you? Were you doing that?
That's it.
You look at me.
Oh, was you saying, why this fucking teams, blah, blah, blah? Never mind, doesn't matter.
Why?
Trying to catch up because
I was doing
just saying,
this.
look at those thumbs go. I don't know what that was in reference to. I thought you were like pointing because I could see out the side of my eye. Yo, these fucking teams are shot for a fucking grand final. Beep, beep, beep.
He was saying on the last podcast, I was talking about a date that I went on, and he's like, "You're not." I was saying, "I'm very aggressive." He's like, "You're not aggressive. You're just rough, bogan." And he was saying when we were at Beauty and the Beast, we hadn't spoken to each other before, and I was like in a group of the girls, and we were all, and then he just heard, "Jesus is fucking hot." And he like looked around, and I'm in like pigtails, and
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Shepparton?
who was that?
Couldn't have been her. And you were like, something smell like shit in here. You didn't say that, but it was just whatever combination of things you did. I was like,
Scratching my balls.
Matt, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
You from Shep? You my people? And you're like, nah. I'm like,
from
you should be.
bloody Berwick.
Beric.
What are you? Italian? Checks out.
What are ya?
Dodgy wog.
Dodgy wog. That could be your Twitch channel.
Dodgy wog.
Yeah,
Love
that's
it.
That would be kind of funny for like Dodgy Wog and they click on it and it's you
Yeah.
all dolled up with ponytails, peaky
Yeah,
tails and shit.
peaky
They're like,
tails.
Hair, blue
welcome to
eyes.
Dodgy Wog.
With my love heart glasses.
Which is the same thing people got with Ben when they're like deeply closeted and they click on it and it's just Ben in it.
There's no rainbows to be seen.
No. All right, what we're gonna do, everybody, is I'm quite hungry and I need to put something in my belly or I'll
I'm
fade.
so excited for these.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a half-hour break. We're going to play some highlights of mine and Aiden's during that time, and then we'll come back and we'll play something. We'll play some fucking games. We'll do something. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, UK and US people. Obviously, if you need to go to bed, please take care of yourselves.
You only get a half an hour nap, okay?
We will be here for now another. I'm not doing the maths on that.
How long?
18 and a half hours, I think. Hey, it's GMat here from The Real GMat, and don't forget, if you enjoyed that episode of Mentally Illegal and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show available exclusively to our Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/GMat podcasts. The podcast post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the main podcast where we just keep on chatting. Again, patreon.com/GMat podcasts. Don't forget to thumbs up, rate, and like this podcast on your podcast app of choice and share it with all of your friends.